Hi guys, I think I'm live now. Hmm. I'll start the test in around 3-4 minutes. Basically, I just wanted to tell you a few things, and after that, I'll take the test. After I tell, there will be like a small break where I want to just focus on the test. That also is there. So yeah, first thing I would tell you is please do like the stream. I don't know how many people will watch it, but it will be good to get a lot of likes. So that is the first thing. The second thing I want to tell you is we have launched a few new like features which a lot of people who have been using it are liking it. So if you have not started using it, I would really recommend you to use it. I think this will help you quite a lot in your CAT preparation. One of the things that we launched recently was the Cracku Quant Rush, where you can keep taking quant questions without the pressure of the timer. This will also help you in taking and solving a lot of questions. The rush will be over when you get 3 questions wrong, and after that you can start another rush, but try to set a new score and a high target. So that is basically a new way in which we are trying to encourage students to practice. That is the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I wanted to say is the Cracku I am call predictor. Many people have messaged me in the last few months that there were some issues with our Cracku predictor. So we put two very smart guys to work on it, and we filed a lot of RTIs. We got a lot of data, and we updated nearly all the colleges. We also added new colleges. So now we'll have a lot of colleges right now, and we are also updating it on a daily basis. Whenever we are finding any small issues, we are trying to fix it, and this is being used by hundreds and thousands of students regularly. So definitely do check out the Cracku I'm call predictor. If you enter your details, you will get the percentile that would be needed by you to get a call from all of the top institutes. The next thing I want to tell you is the free stuff that is available on Cracku, which I think in the last few months, in fact, there are not a lot of months also, there are only 2 months left to CAT. These are, I think, the extremely good resources that Cracku has, which are completely for free. We have 3 free CAT mocks. They are taken by thousands of students. All of them have detailed video solutions, and the mocks are similar to CAT 2024. Similarly, if you're looking for the previous year's papers of CAT, you can take them in the exam format. You can download the PDF. You can go through all the questions. Like I mentioned in many of my streams, this is a very good way to start your preparation, especially for LRDF. So definitely check out the CAT previous year's papers. In addition to it, I'll tell you about the 2 playlists that we have, which are very useful. One is the CAT revision playlist. This is there on YouTube. The other one is the 100 quant question series. That also is there on YouTube. Definitely do check out both of those playlists. Finally, if you have not been taking the Cracku daily targets, I would really urge you to take the Cracku daily targets. Every day, the number of daily targets that are taken are now beating 10,000. On a single day, the number of daily targets taken have crossed 10,000 last week. So you can imagine how popular they are and how many students take them on a daily basis. Definitely do check out the Cracku daily target. With this said, let me start the test. Please do like the stream, guys, and you can post your doubts and your queries. I will look at them after the test is over. I don't want to answer any of the queries now because I might get distracted, which I don't want to do. So I'm putting everything aside. I'll try to get into that zone and I'll try to answer it. The problem is in this mock, I'm a little worried about my mindset. I might not be in the exam mood. That is basically one issue that I always have. In the examination, I'm more focused. I'm not distracted. Here it feels like there are many people who are watching. So if I don't do well, it will be like a public spectacle. So that pressure is also there. Wait. I have to check where it is. I think it is in the CAT section also, right? Yeah, this is the one I have to take. So yeah, that nervousness also is there, that if I don't do well, it will be there for posterity, but I think it should be okay. The key to doing well in an exam, again, I'm telling you all of this because I think it will be helpful for you. The key to doing well is keeping your mind as calm as possible with as little thoughts as possible. So whenever I'm getting that thought that, okay, if I don't do well, it will look bad, I just tell myself that it is not helpful. What would be helpful is if I just don't think anything and just focus on the examination and on each question. I think that would be a better way of attempting the paper. Just give me 2 minutes to just get into that zone. I will not speak anything and I'll start the test in exactly another 1 minute. My pen is not working. Okay. So 1.5 to 0.9. So here I knew that it will be increased, but I didn't have time. I just didn't think it will increase by so much. That's okay. These are lengthy questions. I just felt reading this question and understanding it and then implementing it will take me at least 2-3 hours. So the question length is long. That 25 degrees, that should be correct, right? Yeah, here I felt that this is root 2 minus 1 by 1. So it has to be less than 30 degrees. Basically, I figured out that this angle has to be less than 30 degrees. I don't know, man, this is not good, but okay. Yeah, I hope the attempt was helpful. Let me look at any of the queries that you might have. Slightly embarrassing. Okay, guys, now let me answer some questions that you might have. Okay. Hi, Timolani. Sir, I had a question. How do you need a radio RASIS? So from mock solving, you still had 7 minutes left and every question was done. What was that speed? Basically, I spend lesser time, and if I spend more time on an RC, I know that my accuracy will increase. So if you have noticed, my accuracy in verbal also keeps fluctuating. It keeps going up and down. But basically, I'm very clear that I have to attempt all the questions, and I have to attempt all the questions with, like, say, 2-3 minutes left. That is important for me because those last 2-3 minutes, I want to focus on LRDI. So I tend not to spend more time on anything. Shreya Chakravarti saying, sir, I'm having issues with time. I'm able to solve 10 to 12 questions in the quant section in 40 minutes. Is that okay? I think that is fine, man. Basically, if you increase your speed, if you practice more, I think your speed will increase. Gauti Revanti saying, is 36 a good score? I think 36 is very good, man. Okay, if I scored 43, I can't say that 36 is a bad score. In general, I would say 36 is a good score in any quant section, unless the quant section is very easy. Please do like the stream, guys. We have so many people who are watching the stream live. So please do like it. Okay, any questions that you might have, you can post it. Okay, Mohit Kushwa is saying, sir, I score 27 in this. How to increase it? I'm solving regularly from study room. I think that is very good, man. If you're solving from study room, there is nothing better than that. Like I mentioned before the start of the sectional, we also have the quant rush, which I want you to make full use of. Because quant rush also is another way in which you can practice a lot of questions. Harsh is saying, sir, will cutoff and overall competition drop this year as a result of lower registrations? See, I don't want you, like I was telling you before starting this sectional, the lesser you think, the better you can actually solve. Now, if you think about competition or whether it will be lesser or whether it will be more, all of that is not in your hands. So don't think about it. It can decrease, most likely it will decrease. But if you really ask me, will it decrease significantly is always a question. Because I don't want to like demotivate you, but how many people really seriously attempt CAT? In my opinion, that will be like say 50,000 people. By that I mean, say they're taking at least say 3 or 4 mocks before going to the examination. How many people really do it? Not more than 50,000 people. So in addition to those 50,000, the other guys are not your competition. Whether they register for CAT or not is immaterial. That is the way I would look at it. Sir, tell about one question how you solved. Okay, I'll tell you about one question, man. This question I thought I got it correct, but I made some mistake. I'll figure it out. I'll tell you what I did in this. Actually, I'll go through all the questions. And if I feel that I did it in a smart way, I'll tell you. This I don't think I did in a smart way, so nothing to discuss here. Here I got stuck, man. I think I wasted so much time on this. It's like bothering me so much. Here basically I thought that, okay, there are, the 3 numbers are A, B, C. And this first number has to be greater than or equal to 1 because it can't be 0. So A plus B plus C is equal to 9. So how many variations are there? You will become A1 plus B plus C is equal to 8. You can use the formula for the number of non-negative integral solutions for a given equation, this will be 10C2, which is 45. Now out of 45, in how many ways can I actually get numbers which don't have 1 or 2? So I thought one way is all the three numbers being 3, 3, 3. This is one way. Another way is if you have 0 as one of them and the other two numbers are 4 and 5. Here I found 4 ways in which I can do it. Oh man, I think the number I missed is 900. Anyway, 045 is one number. Another number is if you have, that is you are arranging 045, that is 405, 450, 540, all of that. Another way is 036. This also you will get 4 ways. So you have 4, 4, this is 1, and 900 is a number I missed out. So this is 1. You add all of them, you get 10 numbers. So the correct answer will be 35 by 45, which is 7 by 9. I missed this number, so I wrote it as 36 by 45, which is 4 by 5. That I think is okay. This I think is fine. Here basically I figured out that it has to be a square like this. I couldn't figure out how to do it, but this is the diagonal. Okay, and it will be something like this. This is what I figured out. This is the angle we are asked to calculate. I didn't draw it properly. It will be something like this. This is the angle we are asked to calculate. I assume that the length of the square is 2. And if I draw a perpendicular from here, this will be the midpoint. So this will be 1. The length of the diagonal will be 2 root 2. So this midpoint will be root 2. This length will be root 2. So this also will be root 2. So this will be root 2 minus 1. This is one angle. So this is A. What is the value of sine A? Or basically tan A. Tan A is root 2 minus 1 by 1. This is the value of tan A. This is approximately 0.4. Now what is the value of tan 30 degrees? Tan 30 degrees is 1 by root 3, which is approximately 0.57 or something. So basically what I figured out from this was that I draw a diagonal like this. Okay, this angle is less than 30 degrees but close to 30 degrees. This angle also is less than 30 degrees but close to 30 degrees. I am required to calculate this angle. What is this angle is what was asked. So if I am looking at the options, I could figure out that if this is 22.5 and this is 22.5, the middle angle will be 60 degrees. Sorry, the middle angle will be 45 degrees. That is what I figured out based on these tan values. I didn't solve it exactly because I couldn't figure out how to solve it, but based on the options, I was able to calculate that this will be 45 degrees. I hope you understood my hack. This I think I just solved it normally. Here I think I made a mistake in this, but I could figure out that if one set Sita takes more by 20 kgs and the other one Geeta takes more by 20 kgs, the difference between both of them will be 200 because 20 into 10 I could calculate. The problem here was that I didn't know the cost price of grain A or the cost price of grain B. I was just told the difference between both of them. So because the difference between both of them is 10, I figured out that one of them has to take grain A by 20 kgs, the other one has to take grain B by 20 kgs, so that if you subtract it, both of them cancel out each other. That I figured out, and that's why I put it as 10. Here I didn't get it. This I think I was able to calculate, but again I made some mistakes in the calculation which took me a lot of time. Here I just substituted x as I think one is 6 or 8 and the other is 8 by 3 or something. This I think is a normal one. I solved it normally only. Here also I solved it normally, not much. This I wanted to solve, but I was scared by the length of the question. I felt the length of the question was too long, so I didn't want to get into it. This I tried, but again the length of the question was like slightly tough. Here I figured out that whenever the speed of the stream increases, this is something that I remember. Okay, if the speed of the boat is constant and if the speed of the stream increases, so basically the distance divided by boat plus speed plus distance divided by boat minus speed. This is basically the total time taken, right? If the speed of the stream increases, the time taken will increase. That is something that I remember. The time taken will increase because the time taken in upstream will become very high, because as the speed of the stream becomes closer to the speed of the boat, this b minus s will decrease and this upstream time will become very high. That is something that I remember. So I knew that if you increase the speed of the stream, the total time taken will increase. So I had to mark either C or D. I didn't expect the time to increase by 50%, which I thought was a very big increase. So I thought I'll put it as 14.28. It seemed like 1/7 increase, which seemed okay. This I think I solved normally. This also I solved normally, but this is tough, man. This would take time, no, to solve. I don't know, at least the way I solved it took me time. This I could figure out 2 to the power 10 is 1024. So I just calculated the last two digits of 2 to the power 20, 2 to the power 30, all of that. This I solved normally, no tricks or hacks. This is basically x square minus y square, which is x minus 1 into x plus y. Yeah. Yeah, this theta question, the theta answer being 46,000 just seemed very odd. This was also a sitter. So I think there were definitely some sitters. I think this was okay. It was just that the lengthy questions were very lengthy. I would say this is, I don't know, man. I didn't think this was an easy sectional. I don't know how people did. Oh, some people have done well. Good, man. Good. Well done. Many of you, I think, have done well. Okay, guys. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the stream. Otherwise, please do like the stream. There are like a lot of people who are watching it. Nitin Charaki saying, sir, are you approaching questions in arithmetic algebra geometry because it seems you attempted like this in the test? No, man. Basically, what I see is I look at the question and I try to figure out whether I can solve it in 2 minutes. That is what I look at. So once I looked at it, I was able to solve it pretty quickly. This one seemed like an easy question. That's why I was spending so much time on it. I felt that I should be able to solve it, but I couldn't solve it and I wasted a lot of time. But if you notice it, I wasted 2 minutes, then I quit, I went to something else, then I again came back because I felt this seemed like an easy question. Maybe it is an easy question, I'll again go back home and try to solve it. But this seemed like an easy question which I wasted a lot of time. This was okay, this was not too bad. So it was not like I was picking arithmetic algebra geometry, I was just looking at the questions and trying to see whether I can solve them quickly or not. In general, I would say, if it is a geometry question without a diagram being given, I don't try to attempt it at the start. The reason for that is because a geometry question without a diagram, for me to actually draw the diagram will take time. So for example, this kind of a question, for me to actually draw the diagram is important. No? When you're solving a geometry question, it is important that you actually draw the diagram for you to intuitively understand the question. So for me to draw it and understand it will take me at least a minimum of 1.5 minutes. Then I have to solve it. So I felt the return on investment is low. That's why I didn't go solve this. And after a point of time, I started panicking and I went to the end. But other than that, I don't answer the arithmetic first and all. That I don't think is a good strategy because you'll waste time in trying to pick. Sir, can you please share your approach for the first question where you solve it without calculating anything? Oh, this one. Basically what I did was, I think I got an equation, right? Here, this was the equation I got. So 1 plus a into 1 minus a by 5 is equal to 1.35. So then I had to figure out what is the value of a by 5. I was putting all the options. In my mind, I was putting all the options. If a by 5, if 1 minus a by 5 is 70, no, if a by 5 is 70, that is what is asked, right? If a by 5 is 70, a will become 3.5, like 350%. That won't happen, no, because they said that the value of the investment did not exceed 10,000. So it can't be 70. It has to be 40 or 30 or 10. And then the second one I put was 10. If I put 10 as a by 5, I'm getting a as 50. So then it is matching, no? It is 1.5 into 0.9. This is 1.35. So I was just using the options because if I solve this quadratic equation and all, it will take me too much time. But if I can input the values of the value of a in each one of them, I can solve it faster. Sir, quants easy gaane avutunnayi, but RC lo baga weak unna. Any advice? I would say, Bhanu, నేను ఫస్ట్ తెలుగు చెప్తా, తర్వాత ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్తా. దేనికి షార్ట్ కట్ అయితే ఉండదు. నీకు ఆర్సీలో ఇంప్రూవ్ అవ్వాలంటే రోజు అట్లీస్ట్ 4-5 ఆర్టికల్స్ అవుతూ ఉండాలి అట్లీస్ట్. నువ్వు బేసికల్ అది ఎంజాయ్ కూడా చేయాలి. అంటే నీకు ఎప్పుడైనా ఫ్రీ టైం ఉంటే ఆర్టికల్స్ అవుతూ ఉంటావు. నువ్వు క్యాట్ ప్రిపరేషన్ టైంలో పెట్టుకో. ఏదో సాయంత్రం కానీ, లేకపోతే మెట్రోలో వెళ్తున్నాను అనుకో, మెట్రోలో కూర్చొని చదువు, లేకపోతే లంచ్ తింటున్నాను అనుకో, లంచ్లో చదువు. ఏదో ఒకటి నీ దగ్గర ఆర్టికల్స్ ఉండాలి, ఆర్టికల్స్ అవుతూ ఉండాలి రెగ్యులర్గా. అది నీ టైంలో మటుకు, అంటే నీ క్యాట్ ప్రిపరేషన్ టైంలో అయితే ఉండకూడదు. ఎందుకంటే క్యాట్ ప్రిపరేషన్ టైంలో నువ్వు క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. కానీ నువ్వు ఆర్టికల్స్ అవుతూ ఉంటే నీ ఆర్సీ యాక్యురసీ పెరుగుతుంటుంది. Just to translate it into English, I'm basically saying that you have to inculcate a habit of reading articles. Unless you're reading articles, you will not be able to improve. Anish Agarwal is saying, sir, I'm only started preparing from September onwards. I'm good in aptitude, but no basic knowledge, but lack practice. Please let me know how to go about preparing. I'll tell you one thing. If you are enrolled to Cracku, I would say go to the study room. It is fantastic, in which you can practice properly a lot of questions, and you should start enjoying it. We also put this feature of Quant just to make it more gamified, because I feel otherwise people might get bored of preparing. So try to use the Cracku study material to practice as many questions as you can. If you're not enrolled to Cracku, then I would say download the Cracku previous year's papers from CAT, from Cracku website for CAT. You can just go here, go to the CAT previous papers, and once you click here, you get all the PDFs. You have all of these PDFs. Start with CAT 2024. Okay. And the PDFs are actually pretty well designed, man. I'm actually pretty proud of the way we designed the PDF. Because you see every question, and below every question, you have this video solution link. So try to first solve it on your own. If you're not able to solve it, then you just click on the video solution. You click on the video solution, it will go to the video solution. You can go here and you can watch the video solution. If you click play, it will play. Okay. Now, what I'm basically saying is the previous year's papers are also a very good way in which you can practice questions. Do it if you're not enrolled to Cracku. Okay, guys, can you please revisit question 2? I'll revisit question 2, man. I couldn't solve it. No, if I solved it, I can tell you what is the smart way in which I solved it. I would actually say that I spent so much time on this. I don't know how much time I spent. I think it will be given somewhere over here. Yeah, see, look at this. Now I spent 4 minutes on this and was not able to solve it. It is like bugging me. Because I know that this is not a difficult question. I don't know what mistake I made here or why my brain started panicking. But it seemed like a simple question. Why did it take me 4 minutes and still not be able to solve it? I don't know. Sometimes things like this happen. But at least in this, what I'm actually happy about is I did not waste all the 4 minutes in one go. I first wasted 2 minutes, then I went to the next question, and then I came back to it, which I think is at least something that we can all learn about. It should not be that I wasted 4 minutes and then I panicked. I figured out that I was getting stuck here, so I went to the next question. I again came back and tried to solve it, but I was not able to solve it, which is fine. Sir, please solve 16th question. Okay. This I think I did in a decent way, so I'll tell you what I did. Basically, you have to solve 2 to the power 50 minus 2 to the power 20. Now, the whole point of this is to somehow get the answer correct, right? I know that 2 to the power 10 is 1024. This I just remember. 2 to the power 10 is 1024. I know the powers of 2 till 2 to the power 10. It is 2, 4, 8, 16, all of that. 128, 256, 512 and 1024. Once I know it, what is the last digit of 2 to the power 20? The last 2 digits will be 24 into 24, which is 576. Again, look at only the last 2 digits. So it is 76. So the last 2 digits of 2 to the power 20 is 76. So what will be the last 2 digits of 2 to the power 40? That will be 76 square. So 76 square, I use the calculator to calculate it. I don't know what I got. If I'm not wrong, I got 76 itself. Okay, just check once, but I remember using the calculator and getting it as 76. Then to get 2 to the power 50, you have to multiply 76 with this 24. And I got some answer. I think I got 24 here. So the last 2 digits of 2 to the power 50 is 24. The last 2 digits of 2 to the power 20 is 76. The difference between both of them is 48, which is 24 minus 76. Okay, man. Thanks a lot. I hope this was useful for you. I wish I scored better, but there are many reasons. Partly, I think one of the important things is the paper I think was tougher. But if I was more focused, maybe I would have gotten maybe 2-3 more questions correct. But I just can't picture in this paper getting, I don't know, 55 and all. I think is tough. Normally I score well in CAT, but here these are questions which take time, man. I don't know. And I also performed poorly, so that also is there. But I hope this was useful for you. Basically, I always feel that you learn more when you don't do well as compared to doing well. So I definitely hope this was useful for you. And any issues or any doubts that you have, please do comment below this video. I will look at all the comments and I'll get back to you tomorrow.